Hello everyone and welcome back to Signs and Wonders Tarot. And yes, apologies, it has been a very long time. It's been a very erratic November. We've had family here for most of November. It's been quite an intense visit, but they have gone and things have quietened down considerably if you ignore the raging wildfires around the area where we live. But anyway, I'm going to get on with some interesting stuff, hopefully to you. Candace Owens, been wanting to look at her for a while, and in the past few days she's posted that she's heard that her life is in danger. And so she took this threat so seriously, the warning so seriously, that she disappeared for a while from public platforms. She has come back out in the last 24 hours, as at the time that I'm doing this reading anyway, which is the 2nd of December, just for those who are interested. She's back, and she's talking about this now. And also there is an alleged French whistleblower floating around on social media who is explaining the plot against her. Shall we say alleged plot? I'm going to have to tread carefully in this reading. Now, Candace Owens, very controversial figure. She's gone down some very deep rabbit holes recently with the Brigitte Macron thing, the gender debate about Brigitte Macron. She got herself into some litigation with Emmanuel and Brigitte Macron. And she's also gone down some rabbit holes with the Charlie Kirk situation. And she's claiming that there is a conspiracy between French agents and Israeli agents, both in regard to Charlie Kirk, and it's linked back, according to Candace Owens, to the Macron situation at some level as well. The danger that she is in. It's all very complicated. I'm not going to try and tease all the various threads out. I'm going to do a very basic mini Celtic cross now. I'm going to ask, is she, Candace Owens, in danger? The alleged French whistleblower claims to be kind of secret service, that kind of person, said that the order had gone out from, allegedly, Emmanuel Macron himself, and that the deed had to be done on a live broadcast for maximum effect. It would be made to look like a jihadi kind of attack, but actually the Israel-French connection was behind it all, and it would serve as a warning to people who were willing to speak out against Israel and the Charlie Kirk thing. So that's it all in a nutshell, just so you know what I'm going on about. I hardly know what I'm going on about. Quick mini Celtic cross to see if she really is in danger, and if so, from whom and why, and the outcome. So just the cross part of the Celtic cross, and then we might pull some cards at the end. We might ask just briefly about the Brigitte Macron thing. We might ask about the orders going out allegedly from Emmanuel Macron, and we might ask also about Charlie Kirk and Israel. So 3 little extra cards at the end, depending on what pops up in this reading itself. So I think I need to say a disclaimer. I do tend to have a disclaimer at the bottom of these readings, but this is a disclaimer that this is just tarot, and this is just my personal opinion and just an energy reading. So let's get to it. This is the mini Celtic cross. Coming up, we're going to ask, is Candace Owens in danger? And if so, from whom? And what is going to happen to her? Underlying energy, we've got conflict, a lot of conflict around this. I tend to read that 5 of Swords, which is a fighting card. In reverse, I'm tending to read it secret enemies in this particular context. Just that's how it's coming through for me. I'm an intuitive, I'm an energy reader, so that's how I'm getting it. I am not a psychic. Interestingly, a psychic did warn about this, the old Last Days guy I've mentioned before in this channel, Brandon Biggs. I can't remember back when. I dip into him every now and then just to see what needs to be seen. He warned that her life was in danger before she actually posted this stuff. So that's interesting. But there is a conflict card, very serious conflict energy in this Five of Swords. Someone winning, a whole lot of people losing, and losing badly, and really hurt and destroyed by how much they lose. It's in reverse. That tells me that some of this is down in the depths, a secret energy. It can also be quite conspiratorial. In reverse, it's not open conflict, it's hidden conflict. That's how I'm going to read it. Can also be that she has got herself embroiled in conflicts unnecessarily, and I need to put that out there. She's very controversial. I don't follow her very closely. I am aware of her, but she's had quite a checkered career in the past. She's done some 180-degree turns in her opinions and who she supported and stuff like that. So she's a controversial figure. It's there in that Five of Swords in reverse as well. Someone who you could possibly describe as monetizing conflict even. That is, of course, an opinion and an energy reading. So let's get to it and ask the really critical question. Is her life in danger? As she is claiming. I've got the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is in reverse. That to me doesn't read as a direct threat. There's more threat in this Five of Swords. The Page of Pentacles is a communication energy. And it's communication, it's messaging, and it's messaging to do with money. And I've just said that this is someone who does tend to monetize conflict and controversy. Millions of views recently because of the controversy and because of this claim. So I'm not getting that directly. There might be, it's more if we're talking about these kinds of things, and I'm going to talk very obliquely about things here because it's YouTube and YouTube loves to censor. It's more that someone might have been paid. It's more like a contract than a kind of decree from above, shall we say. So I'm not that convinced. If so, who's the threat to her? Who's the direct threat to her? And we've got the Ace of Swords. Oh, sorry, the Ace of Cups. That was, I misspoke. The Ace of Cups is someone who wants to leave a very difficult situation, a place of emotional turmoil. Now she's directly accusing the French leader, the French president in all of this, and his wife really. That's that kind of energy because it's someone who's gone through something very difficult, emotionally draining, depleting. They have been through a lot of difficulty over these rumours that swirl around Brigitte Macron and her birth gender, and that is that energy of just ongoing turmoil, grief, difficulty, hurt, and wanting to leave it behind. And so it is coming through as that kind of energy. I'm just going to say allegedly again, and we'll just keep saying allegedly. If this scenario that she's depicting and that this alleged whistleblower is depicting, if this scenario is true at any level, motive, reason, why, hidden energy down here at the root of this little mini Celtic cross, Page of Wands. It's male energy, male child energy. I'm just going to say that. It's controlling message, because the Page of Wands is news, the news cycle, the media. I'm going to read it like that in this reading anyway. It can mean a million other things. But this is about the news cycle. It's about messaging. It's about wanting to look good. It's about trying to control a particular narrative as well. It's a very junior energy though. I'm not getting the heavy cards that I would have expected in a reading like this. I've got 2 pages on the tarot table now. The central issue is she in danger, Page of Pentacles in reverse, and then why, if this story has any seriousness to it, Page of Wands, just again a junior energy. We're talking more about communications and narrative than the real hardcore major arcana cards that I would expect to show up in this kind of reading. So, goal of this alleged scenario. What would be the goal? I've got the King of Cups. King of Cups is for emotional stability. And I keep watching these cards because I've got a little cheat sheet here with me. As I'm doing this, I went and looked up star signs of the main players in this situation. Candace herself, Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte, Charlie, France, Israel, Tyler Robinson, Netanyahu. We've got lots of Libras, we've got lots of Aries, we've got lots of Taurus in there. We don't have a King of Cups, we don't have a water sign. So this is not someone who is trying to control a situation for the good of a country or legal reasons or stuff like that. It's not reading like that. It's just not reading like that. The only thing that is coming through is that it's someone who wants to stay popular, who wants this difficult emotional baggage to be silenced, to want to look like they're in control. It's not threats. The King of Cups is not a threatening energy. This is not to send a message to critics of Israel. That's not how it's reading for me. This is really a very tame energy reading that I'm sitting in here. I was like, there's nothing in here. There is sorrow. There is control and narrative. There is someone wanting to look like he's in charge and he's okay and his life is okay. And the only one that would come through like that is Macron. But it's not reading like the story that's being put out there reads. This is my opinion, of course. So let's go back into the past, whatever this Celtic Cross, mini Celtic Cross wants to tell us about the past. And we've got the Seven of Cups. It's a card of delusion and deception. Believing what you want to believe, grabbing a bit of this, grabbing a bit of that, but opportunistic. That Seven of Cups. I'm personally of the opinion that that is Candace Owens energy. Might not be a popular opinion at all. Might be a very unpopular opinion right now, because we're all quite invested in conspiracy theories at this time on the planet. And I think one of the things that's going on, and this is my personal opinion, and one of the reasons why I want to do these readings, is that I think we're being tested about what we are prepared to believe. Willing suspension of disbelief, I think, is the term that's used in fiction. I'm getting a bit of that in that Seven of Cups. So let's ask the final question in this reading. What's going to happen to her? I'm not getting danger. The dangerous card is this Five of Swords on the tarot table. It's in reverse. Just have to point that out. Outcome for her, Candace Owens. Is she going to suffer some kind of terrible event? I get the worst card so far on this tarot table. I get the Sun in reverse. So give her the benefit of the doubt, first of all, which is a bizarre thing to say given the context that I'm reading on, again being a cryptic for reasons to do with YouTube. Sun in reverse can mean literally a fatal moment. So I'm going to give her that. So even though the energy that precedes that particular card is, for me as an energy reader, pretty unimpressive, that card is quite dramatic, and it can literally mean a life, the light is snuffed out. Okay, can also mean something else, something quite different. It can mean that somebody's gone off the deep end with attention seeking, because the sun is attention, it's spotlight on, it's clarity about a situation as well. So if something is revealed, it's illuminated, you see it when the sun is shining on it. It's in reverse. We're going into murky energy, we're going into quite deceptive territory, possibly, where you don't really know what you're looking at and what you're seeing. It could also mean that she loses her spotlight as a result of this scenario. She could be playing quite a dangerous game for attention and clicks and things like that. I don't know. I can only tell you what these cards are telling me. I'm going to ask a little 3 questions. First of all, about Brigitte Macron. Woman, through and through. Let's see what flies out. And ask that question. Is she? Or is she her brother? As Candace is claiming, can't remember the guy's name. But no cards flying. No cards want to play the game with me. We'll see. Quite a few cards came tumbling out there. And they came out sideways, which is always a bit I got the Strength card, and then I've got the Knight of Swords. And they came out like that. That's an attack card. And very clearly the figure in the Strength card is a woman. Okay? So that's her. I'm going to say her. Let's ask about this theory, this conspiracy theory that Candace Owens is putting forward, that Emmanuel Macron has ordered some sort of contract on her, some sort of professional hit. Page of Pentacles in reverse, but it's not serious enough for me. But let's ask directly again. Well, even more directly than we asked in the Celtic Cross. Celtic Cross, I just left to up there to tell me what up there wanted to tell me. So has he directly, we've got a 6 of Wands, it's shown, but it hasn't jumped off. I want to see if anything else comes up. I'm going to put it back. I need the cards to jump out. I'm sorry, I know they're quite loud when I shuffle. I'm a very violent shuffler. I like to juice things up. We have got a Knight of Cups, and it's in reverse. One more time. Might not want to answer that question, in which case I will let it go and I'll move on to the next question. It does not want to answer that question. Fair enough. The third question I have down here is Israel and Charlie Kirk, a much more dangerous question, or a much more we've got 6 of Wands in reverse. This is the card that came out, showed itself with Emmanuel Macron and didn't come out fully. Now that's interesting in itself. It's come out again now, absolutely come out, asking about Israel and Charlie Kirk, allegedly. Chuck some of those in there. Card was in reverse the first time around with Emmanuel Macron. It's in reverse now with Israel and Charlie Kirk. It's taking someone down. Someone who's riding high, someone who's victorious, someone who's very public, someone who's being elevated, someone who's very popular, someone who's touring. It's triumphal homecoming. He wasn't going home, Charlie Kirk. He ended up going home spiritually in that moment. But there is energy, shall we just say allegedly, in that card of a takedown. So, some interesting energy in this reading. As I say, it was for me energetically a nothing burger until we landed on the sun in reverse. And there it could get much more dangerous for Candace Owens, and at 2 levels, literally in terms of her life and also in terms of her public platform. And I think that card can be read either way, and that's as clear as I can get with these cards. I hope this reading is of some use to you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.